Testing, 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 testing. 1, 2, 3, testing. All right, testing, testing. All right, it looks like we good now. What's up? Yeah, give me a 1 in the chat. Oh, I see some people saying they can hear me now, so we good to go. So, what's up, guys, and welcome back to another live stream. I'm your host, Josh from KeepItTechie. Excited to be here. I definitely appreciate all you guys coming through. I'm glad. I'm glad I was able to fix that issue. I don't know exactly what happened. My audio is normally set the exact same. I never change it, you know what I'm saying? But whatever, we gonna keep it rocking though. Yeah, I seen I was trying to answer my guy, and I don't want to mess up your name, but RZRY. He was asking about. I'm assuming you're trying to get Minecraft working, and it's most likely the version of Java that you're running on the system, and you're gonna have to either upgrade it to the latest version. If the code is written, the Java code is written to work on a certain version of Java, you gotta look at wherever you downloaded the JAR file from, verify the version of Java that's supported, and upgrade to that version of Java on your system. Otherwise, that JAR file is not gonna run. If it's a out of date version of Java, it's not gonna run, properly. It's gonna error out, give you that same error code. So hopefully that helps you. Yeah, and then the forge stuff. Okay, yeah. So you going down that road that my son was going down, trying to get his Minecraft server set up. He wanted to use those custom modded servers that I don't know much about. You know what I'm saying? And I only know the like, I know how to set up the regular Minecraft server. You know what I'm saying? And so when you start looking at those forges, it requires like certain versions of Java on the system in order for them to run. So if it's a modded server, you got to look at the documentation or look at the details of those forge files and find what version of Java you need installed on the system. What's a Razor file? Not sure what that is, bro, to be honest. Oh, Razor wire. I'm probably wrong. What's up, though? How y'all doing? Let me give a couple of shout outs, though. Shout out to E105. I see you in the building. Casual Economist, see you in the building. What's up, Sheep? How you doing? Let me see who else. Nick Taylor, my man. What's up, bro? How you doing? What's up, Battle? Shout out to you. And yeah, I think it's George 17, but I don't know how to check my Java file. Well, you got to check the version of Java you have installed. And actually, let me walk you through how to do it right fast. Let's see. And I'm pulling up a virtual machine right fast, which I didn't want to get this detailed and show and going through. Well, one thing you could do, I know for sure, it's a Java command. If you're in the command line, you could just type Java dash version. I believe it may be dash or dash dash. I'm not 100% sure. I think it's dash though. If you run this command, Java dash version, in the command line on your server, that'll list out the version of Java that you have installed on the system. That'll let you know what's installed. And then you have to use the, I can't remember how to do it. Let me see. I gotta look it up actually. But if you search like in Google or something, like search install packages using the apt package manager or something like that, and it'll bring up the command, and that'll allow you to search what's on the system, like what's actually installed on the system. I think it's app list. Yeah, there we go. App list. So this is an example right here. I had to search it up right fast for you. But yeah, app list, and then dash installed, and then you can grep for the package name. So just replace the package name with Java. Don't put package name in there. Just replace that text and type Java, and that'll list out the installed packages that are Java, and that'll tell you what version you have installed. Let me see. But I can't go down this road right now. You got to email me or message me on Instagram or Twitter or something. Hit me on Twitter or something, or send me an email, and I'll try to walk you through it. Or you can go through and schedule a session. You know what I'm saying? If you want to, and I can help walk you through it. If what I told you right now, doesn't help you. You know what I'm saying? So you can, I do mentorship, but it's mainly to help people get into the IT field. But if you need help, with something, YouTube, I mean, not YouTube, like Linux related, I'm more than welcome to help you, man. You know what I'm saying? Just hit me up. So, all right, let me get back to what I was actually gonna cover today. And so the first thing, and really all I'm doing is putting out really some news, and also talk about a couple things that I wanted to, I don't know, I thought were interesting. I thought I would share or whatever. So let's see. Introduction to Linux. And sorry, I kind of messed up some of my articles, but let me go on and pull up what I was trying to talk about. But yeah, I appreciate all you guys coming through, man. I see a couple people in the building, and definitely appreciate all you guys coming through. So let's pull up our websites so we can get over there right fast. So how y'all day going though first? You know what I'm saying? Let me start off with that. I hope your day is going good. All right, so the first thing, first set of news I wanted to tackle is that the Linux kernel 6.3 has been released. And it has a lot of new features, that they added to this version. One thing they're doing is writing a lot of Rust into it. This article was released on April 25th, 2023, and this kind of covers it in detail. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I'll put the link down actually in the chat right now. So if you guys wanna check it out for yourself, but this kind of covers all the features in the Linux kernel 6.3. And it says the latest Linux kernel is out with a slew of new features, and for once, this release has been nice and easy. And this is from Linus Torvalds. He wrote on the Linux kernel mailing list. It's been a common release this time around, so here we are right on schedule with 6.3 release out and ready for your enjoyment. Now you won't see it right away in a lot of new versions of Linux that are out. You'll see it in some. You'll definitely see it in some, but one thing they brought to it is the Rust programming language. They adding more and more Rust to the actual kernel. So that's one cool thing about it. You'll start seeing that, a whole lot more. And so I think Rust is an interesting language. I think people should try to learn, you know what I'm saying? But it says, while straightforward release is good news, Torvalds warned there could still be challenges ahead. This doesn't mean that something nasty couldn't have been lurking all these weeks, of course, but let's just take things at face value and hope it all means that everything is fine. And and it really was a nice control release cycle. It happens. It says calm doesn't mean boring. True, the features of this release are not as exciting as earlier ones that included Rust and Apple One M1 support, which, yeah, I remember in the earlier releases that was added. But there are still some major new features in Linux 6.3. Speaking of Rust, everyone's favorite memory safe language. Yeah, the new kernel comes with user mod Linux support for Rust, for the Rust code. So that's dope to see. Let me go down here. I want to cover, I know they added some new power management drivers for ARM and the RIXV architecture. So that's added as well. Let me see. For file systems, Linux 6.3 brings AES SHA-2 base encryption support for NFS, optimization for ext4 direct IO performance. So that's good to see. You know what I'm saying? Low latency decompression for EROFS and faster ButterFS file system driver. Bottom line, many file operations will be a bit more secure and fast. So that's dope to see. And I also seen something about the Steam Deck, which is right here for gamers. The new kernel provides a native Steam Deck controller interface in HID. It also includes capability with Logitech G923X Edition racing wheel and improved to 8-bit D Pro 2 wired game controllers. Who says you can't game on Linux? Yeah, that's always been the issue with Linux. A lot of people couldn't, play their games and all that stuff on Linux. Let me go back to the chat because I know you asked some more. Razor, he says, all right, I'll hit you up. Yeah, hit me up, bro. I appreciate it. How do I do a session? Yeah, and I'll hold on. I'm gonna have to find that link. Just hit me up on Instagram and I'll send you the link and you can schedule a session. It's basically my Google Calendar. I think I closed at the moment, so I can't. It'll be a little too hard to find it at the moment. But nah, you good. You good. Let me see. It was something else I saw in here. Oh, also support for more Wi-Fi adapters and chipsets. This was interesting to me. You know what I'm saying? Because it just gives you more access to a lot more Wi-Fi adapters. And that's been a problem, for a while with Linux as well. Like, not everything is, supported. Sometimes you got to go out and find drivers for specific things. So with more support, that's better. You know what I'm saying? So that's super dope. And that's pretty much all I wanted to cover on this. You guys can check that out for yourself. I'll put the link down there. So check that out. But one other thing I wanted to highlight, I wanted to talk about Ubuntu Cinnamon again. I did a video a while back talking about how Ubuntu Cinnamon became an official flavor, and it also says making Linux Mint obsolete, which I don't agree with, but Ubuntu Cinnamon is there now, and I get what they're saying because Linux Mint, uses that Cinnamon desktop. So, but anyway, Linux Mint, a fairly popular operating system. But why do so many people use Ubuntu-based distributions? People may tell you serious reasons, but the reality is many Ubuntu users are just not comfortable with the default desktop environment. Because Unity and now GNOME are so radically different from the traditional Windows interface, some people flock to Linux Mint and its familiar Cinnamon desktop. And that's why I've always, pushed Linux Mint, because it gave you the best, like, Windows style environment for you to use with the Linux operating system. You know what I'm saying? And so that's what made it interesting. I mean, that's what made me push people to Linux Mint. But now it looks like I'm gonna start pushing people to, Ubuntu Cinnamon, because it's essentially the exact same thing. Because Linux Mint is based on, Ubuntu anyway. But Ubuntu Cinnamon, You know, that'll be kind of like the same exact thing. So that's what they mean by in the title, making Linux Mint obsolete. I know it's still a lot of people that are Linux Mint fans, you know what I'm saying? They still gonna, you know, follow Linux Mint, you know what I'm saying? But Ubuntu Cinnamon is a good alternative now. That is like an official release. And I did a video a while back. If you guys want to check that out, though, I covered it. The guy that created Ubuntu Cinnamon or developed it, one of the lead developers, like a 16-year-old kid, man. I thought that was super dope, you know what I'm saying? So that made me do a whole video covering it, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, I thought that was super dope, you know what I'm saying? Little young kid, 16 years old, started the project, you know, got it to the finish line where it becomes an official flavor of Ubuntu, which is very hard to do, you know what I'm saying? And I think now he's going to college or whatever to get into cybersecurity or something to that effect. Something, you know, in computer science degree or something like that. But that's super dope, you know what I'm saying? Working with open source, you know, software, developing, you know, a distribution himself, you know what I'm saying, along with his team or whatever. So super dope. All right, so I don't see any questions in the chat, but shout out to everybody that's here. If you know, just got here, go down, hit that like button. I definitely appreciate you guys. You know, so the next thing I wanted to cover, and I know a lot of this stuff is Linux related, so I hope I'm not running people away. I'm gonna do like some tech questions at the end, like if people want to talk about, you know, getting into the tech industry or whatever, just, you know, you could start dropping those questions now, and I go to them at the end, and we could cover some of the things. I can kind of do like a mentor session at the end of it, but I really wanted to cover a lot of this news because I thought it would be, you know, beneficial to some people that follow the Linux operating system. So, all right, so CentOS, couple years back, or a year and a half back, I can't remember, 2 years. They basically are going to kill off CentOS, and they basically changed. They're not going to kill it off 100%. They're basically going to switch CentOS to CentOS. I think it's CentOS Stream, and essentially all these major releases, they're going to stop doing. And so it's coming up on those dates now, like the end of life dates, and they started sending out, Red Hat started sending out like announcements that they're ending certain, you know, CentOS. I know a lot of people, when they first get into Linux, first set up a server or something like that, a lot of people use CentOS because they want to have something closest to Red Hat or whatever. So right now CentOS is finna go away. CentOS Linux is about to die. What do you do next? So there's a lot of other, you know, options. There's a couple other options for servers out there that you can replace CentOS with. But I really wanted to just let people know that it is ending, and let me give you guys the date. So the end of CentOS 8 Linux has been coming for a while now, and the day is finally here. On December 31st, 2021, Red Hat CentOS Linux 8 will reach end of life. Since that falls right in the heart of the holiday season, Red Hat will extend CentOS Linux 8 0-day support. And oh man, I'm tripping. This is an old article. I totally forgot about this. I pulled up the wrong article. I feel crazy. I pulled up the wrong article. This is that old article I did a video on a while back. Crap. Oh crap. This is an old article. So ignore this. Never mind. Let's use this to talk about some of the alternatives. So I feel retarded because I pulled up an old article thinking I pulled up the right one for today. So I feel retarded right now. So Alma Linux, let me pull that up. Those are gonna be the replacements. I feel retarded doing it, but Alma Linux, that'll replace it, as well as Rocky Linux. I think that's the same article I did a while back, so forgive me. But yeah, these are the two alternatives for if you still have CentOS sitting around. You're trying to find an alternative, so yeah, check those out. I did a video on this like a year ago. I feel retorted because I pulled up the wrong article, but let's ignore that and go away from that. But yeah, switch to those if you want to. Shout out to Noah for the super chat. I definitely appreciate it. I see you, SKC. What's up, man? He said salute. Yeah, I don't feel bad. we all yeah, players mess up from time to time. Yo, so Chaos Rain, ask your question though, man. Yeah, I'll definitely answer. Let's see, I just ran across your platform, but your conversation really interests me. Can I schedule a one-on-one with you for 20 minutes? Yeah, definitely, Noah. You can, definitely. And I appreciate the super chat, and you didn't have to send that, you know, for you know, the one-on-one. That's fine, bro. I mean, I allow people to do that. Let me actually find a link right now, since I'm over here messing up. I'm over here messing up. Let me see if I can find this link right fast. Let me see. Yeah, let me go to my email right fast so I can pull up that. Let's see, Google. Let's go to my other account. Boom. And let's pull up the calendar so I can share that with you guys. Yeah, I messed up on that video. Bringing up that article, man. Hold on, let me see. All right, let's see. Let's open up the booking page. Here we go. So here you go, man. You can set up a calendar event with me that allow you to schedule like 30 minutes or so of, you know, so I could talk to you. It's mainly, I mainly created that for anyone that's interested in getting into the tech field. I'm trying to help people get into the tech field, you know what I'm saying? And if you guys are interested in getting into the tech field, I've been in the field for like 15 years. I got certifications, degrees, all that stuff. And I can just try to mentor you. But hey, if you need help, Noah, just hit me up, man. That's the link to it, as well as Razor up at the top. Make sure you that's the link right there. All right, so back to the articles. Yeah, so this for sure is something, you know, new. It's not 2 years ago. Yeah, but this is on TechCrunch. I'll put this link down in the description of the video as well. I mean, not the description, but I dropped that in the chat as well. But Brave, I don't know if you guys heard of Brave. Brave Search. Now, I know you guys have heard of the Brave browser, which is an awesome browser. I use that on a daily basis. That's my favorite, you know, browser. It's Chrome based. One thing about it though, it has a lot of, you know, privacy tools built into it. I know we've all heard of Brave. Well, anyway, they used to, when I covered when Brave Search first came out. And it showed like how they indexed, or they used the API for other companies to create their results or come up with their results that they display to you. Well, one of those APIs they use is Bing, which is Microsoft. And so they basically removing that index, and I kind of wanted to show you guys that. But Brave just announced that it is now exclusively using its own index for its search engine, which is dope. You know what I'm saying? They don't have to depend on any other organization. In other words, it doesn't rely on third-party solutions like Bing anymore. When the company launched Brave Search, yeah, and I remember this, I covered it in 2021, it mentioned that it relied on other providers for nearly 13% of its queries. And years later, that number was slashed to 7. By default, Brave Search users will now receive 100% of the results from the Brave index, which I don't know. I thought that was dope, and I wanted to cover it. Brave Index gives users fully independent results. As always, our results will preserve users' privacy, and that's one of their biggest selling points. They don't track everything, that people, I'm sure they track some of it, in order to make the search results a little bit better. But it's not tied to an individual, kind of like Google. Most people, when they search Google, they're logged into their Google account, and that search engine information is stored in your Google account, and it's used by Google, for whatever purposes, so they can sell ads. So if they see what you're searching for, they can serve you ads based on what you're searching. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy how deep Google goes with that stuff. Like right now, I have an Android phone signed into Google. I'm sure this thing is listening to me. Especially if you have on the, hey Google thing or whatever. And let me not say that too loud. My stuff might go off. But the hey Google thing, you know what I'm saying, is listening to you. And so if you start, like, I've talked about this in the past, you start talking about something, like I've had conversations with my wife about something, and now I go back to my computer and I start seeing ads for some of the stuff we were talking about. That's kind of scary, you know what I'm saying? And that's one of the reasons why I use Brave all the time. I don't know, and yeah, I know it defeats the purpose. I got an Android phone, got Google. I can't go 100% because I have a YouTube channel. I have to keep in contact with certain people. Google has pretty much the best services, but I try to limit the amount of information they gather on me, which is all you can really do nowadays. A lot of these tools are embedded in everything, or a lot of these companies, and so all you can do is kind of limit the information that they gather from you. So anyway, the company said that these things like the Web Discovery Project, which lets people who use Brave web browser to contribute anonymous data to build Brave's index. Yeah, and that's where it is. It's kind of, people contribute it. I think you have to accept that or something. It helped push toward the self-reliance, which is cool. I'm glad it took 2 years, but they was able to, become self-reliant. Plus, Brave was concerned about the future of the Bing API. Yeah, and this is one of the crazy points about it, or I guess this is why they fully dropped off the API as well, because of the introduction of AI. It says, especially after Microsoft strengthened its partnership with OpenAI, and then they announced a significant increase in API pricing for Bing indexes because of that. Hey, they got to pay their bills. You know what I'm saying? They got to recover some of the money. You know what I'm saying? For because I think they purchased or they invested in OpenAI. I can't remember the amount, but I know it was a lot of money they invested in OpenAI. So their API prices are going up as well. You know what I'm saying? So that's one of the big things. And I see you, AM1. Shout out to you, bro. Shout out to you guys. I definitely appreciate you guys coming through. And boom. Let me add this right fast. Boom. So yeah, Nick, I don't know why you don't have a wrench, but I just gave you one, man. Shout out to you. Yeah, and SKC, he says I use Brave every day. Yeah, that's like my favorite browser, man. I have to use other browsers for work. You know what I'm saying? Like on my work computers, because obviously you can't install what you want. But Brave is awesome, bro. In comparison, some of Brave competitors like DuckDuckGo, I use DuckDuckGo a lot because that's when you install a Brave browser, that's the default search engine that's on there, DuckDuckGo. And I heard about DuckDuckGo from back in the day when it came to getting on the dark web. That's DuckDuckGo is one of those search engines you can use to search for things on the dark web. And I was interested in it. I hadn't heard of it until then. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Oh man, Nick Taylor is my guy, man. Nick Taylor is my guy, anyway. Yeah, man, that's my guy, man. Shout out to him, bro. Yeah, that's Nick Taylor. Oh, that's what you were saying, and yeah, that's Nick Taylor. That's his channel. That's his other channel. You know what I'm saying? If you didn't know, I'm sure you know, because I think I seen Nick under that channel in in your chat, man. Yeah, Nick Taylor, you know, great guy, bro. Let me see. So yeah, DuckDuckGo, you know, that's how I found out about DuckDuckGo, you know, which is awesome. So all right. So anyway, that covers the Brave search, and the next thing I wanted to cover. Yeah, I see. I realize you joking, A1. My bad. I don't be catching on the jokes right away sometimes. Figo, he says Firefox is the way to go though. Yeah, hey, I like Firefox too, man. Don't get me wrong. I tried Firefox. I used it a while back in the day. And I used to swear by Firefox, which I understand. They use Firefox as kind of like the base for the Tor browser. So I understand, you know, it could be very privacy centric and all that stuff. But I hopped on the Brave search wagon. I tried it out, you know, I like it. And I just been using it ever since. It took me a long time to get rid of Firefox. Like Firefox was, was like the only browser I would use, you know what I'm saying? But then I, switched over there and just, I like that one a little bit better. But yeah, check out Brave though. It's interesting. I mean, it's a great little browser, and they have a search. So, hey, if you're using Firefox, you can add Brave search as your default search. So try it out, test it out, man. See if you like the Brave search. You know what I'm saying? That's super dope. Have you used pre-searched search engines? I don't know what you mean. What you mean by pre-searched? And I'm assuming you're talking about how let me see, pre-search. No, I haven't used that. Oh man, I'm gonna have to check this out. Hey, I'm gonna do a video on it, bro. Appreciate you sharing it. But I see what you're saying. Presearch .io. I'm assuming that's what you're talking about. Let me go down and pull it up so people can actually see. Thanks for sharing that though. I never heard of this. It's decentralized search engine. Never heard of it, man. Never heard of this. This looks dope. I may have to check it out, bro. I'll check it out and see what it's all about. Looks like they got a white paper or something on it. Search privately, receive better results, and get rewards with pre-search decentralized search engine powered by blockchain technology. Now, one other thing I found out about, they have where you can create your own search engine. And you can create it on a Linux server. I can't remember the name of the application, but you can install it. It's basically a package you can install that allow you to create your own personal search engine, and you can use it and search it yourself. And then it's another one out there. Some people are sort of using, but I think this is AI. So I don't know if you guys want to check this out, but .com, or is it u.com or you? Yeah, they got UChat, Ucode, Uwrite. I've used the Ucode just to see it, but it helps with writing code. But u.com is supposed to be an AI search engine you control. I don't know. I need to look into it a little more. I haven't played around with it, but anyway. I'm getting off track. Let me go back. So the next thing I want to talk about was the summit that's coming up. I got this. I don't know if you guys know about the Red Hat Summit, but it's supposed to happen next month on the 23rd through the 25th in Boston, Massachusetts. So if you're interested, well, I mean, it's very expensive, to go, but I will be there in the building at Red Hat Summit. So if anybody's going, but when you're in the tech field, it's good to take advantage of, a lot of these summits and conferences or whatever, because it's a great opportunity to network with people. You know what I'm saying? You can network with people, find what's going on in the business, so you can stay on top of new technologies that are coming out, all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? But the Red Hat Summit, I will be there. I'll be in Massachusetts for those dates or whatever. But let's see the agenda. They got a whole bunch of stuff going on. One thing I'm interested in is the Ansible Fest, because I played around with Ansible. I've showed you guys how to set up an Ansible server for automation. You can automate, managing multiple like Linux servers, even Cisco switches, all kind of stuff with Ansible. So I'm interested in the Ansible Fest talk, as well as some of the training, power training. So this is gonna be an awesome experience, you know what I'm saying? And I'm excited to go. I know it's super expensive. Like right now it's late, so it's very hard to get into it, but they still selling tickets up to May 25th. But look at the price, man, $1,800. It's expensive, bro. I should have talked about this earlier, but they do have other prices. So if like you're a college student, I mean, I know it's still expensive, you know what I'm saying? But I know they can have some discounts for that. So government, academic, and nonprofit organization employees, including current members of the military and military veterans. So definitely check that out. But $1,000 or whatever. But you'll be around some of the industry people at Red Hat. And then also, if you already have some of these certifications, you probably already know about this, so it's nothing really for me to talk about, but they got, $1,000, for that as well. So apologize for that, you know what I'm saying? But that's, that's the prices now, man. And then, Boston is expensive. You know what I'm saying? But they do have group rates. So if you're a business and you want to see people, that's the prices for that. So, but yeah. And I'm not advertising this, you know what I'm saying? I'm just throwing it out there. Like I said, this is a great way to, network with people, learn about things that are going on in the industry. And I always want to, push people to join. And if you don't go to this one, there's plenty of them throughout the year. Just plan out what you want to go to, and then, check it out. I think I missed covering, was it Black Hat? The Black Hat conference was out here recently. Not Black Hat, DEF CON, I missed that. I remember when people that, I'm tripping. DEF CON dates are coming up. So you can go to DEF CON as well. So if you can't go to, Red Hat or something like that, if you want to interested in cybersecurity, just, stay informed with what's going on, bro. But DEF CON 2023, August 10th through August 13th. And I know it's going to be out here. I thought I missed it. And maybe I was thinking about Black Hat or something, or another conference that happened out here not that long ago. Because I remember my man, who was that talking about being here? Somebody was talking about being here that I'm cool with on the web. And they were talking about they were going to be here for a hacking convention or a cybersecurity convention. So, yeah. If you want to, go to that, let me see what the prices are at DEF CON, because I might go since it's here and I can go home. I ain't got to worry about I ain't got to worry about no hotel, which is the most expensive part, bro. When you go to these events like this, it's hotels are what cost the most, man. Depending on where, especially when they hike up the prices for certain things. Yeah, let's go to defcon.org. Yeah, that's right, defcon.org. DEFCON training. Let me take off this training because this is a subdomain, but this one will be out here. Yeah, here we go. This is the one right here. So it's going to be at the Flamingo, Harris, and Links. Let's see, online registration. Oh, there we go, in person. $500. You know what I'm saying? So if you're interested in cybersecurity, you might want to be here if you can. And no, I can't open up my house. I don't want no people come and stay with me. No, I'm joking, man. I'm joking. But yeah, but that's dope. Make sure you guys check it out if you guys want to go to that or whatever. It's an awesome, convention as well. Let me see. Nick says been using Quaint and Brave. Yeah, I've heard of Quaint. Used DuckDuckGo exclusively for years. Yeah. Let me see. Fuggo says powered by GPT. LOL. Yeah, it's supposed to be that browser, whatever that browser was. I can't remember, u.com or whatever, or u.io, whatever it is. The Geek Surgeon says peace to the tech gods. Nah, you the god, man. You the god. YouTube sponsoring though, right? Nah. YouTube not sponsoring. YouTube don't even know nothing about no red. I mean, I'm sure they do, but I don't think they're gonna have people at this Red Hat convention. You know what I'm saying? A1 say I'm crashing Techie's house. Nah, man. You say KeepItTechie Airbnb. Nah. Nah, man. But nah, man. Definitely check out DevCon if you guys are interested in cybersecurity. Now, next thing I wanted to talk about, my man Marquise Brownlee. Yeah, he doesn't know me. You know what I'm saying? I doubt he even sees any of my content or whatever. But I definitely wanted to give him a shout out and show everybody these shoes. I know you guys probably follow these other big channels that have talked about it. You know what I'm saying? Because I know he sent like some models out to people. You know how when people selling stuff, they send stuff out to for marketing or whatever for other YouTubers to review or check out and wear and all that stuff for free or whatever. So they've done exclusive videos on it. So I don't have the product in front of me. I just wanted to at least show y'all the website of it. But yeah, these new shoes by Marquise Brownlee, looks super dope, man. It's kind of like I like Jordan 1s, and that's exactly what they remind me of. I think he partnered with some group called Adams, and they make some pretty cool looking shoes. I thought about getting some of their regular shoes as well, but I definitely went out and supported my man Marquise. I got a pair, but they take a while to come through. For them to be sent out because they make them to order. But yeah, I had to support him, man. He made some, I don't know. I just never thought I would see a tech guy making, a pair of shoes. That's dope. And then they dope too. You know what I'm saying? They look good. Now, one thing I don't like is the white bottoms. I'm gonna wear them, you know what I'm saying? But white bottoms here in Vegas or in the desert is bad. It's terrible. You know what I'm saying? Because of the way they make the streets. They use that, that Taurus stuff or whatever. And I've messed up shoes with white bottoms out here. Like that Taurus stuff, once it gets like super hot, 120 degrees or whatever, that stuff starts lifting up, you know what I'm saying, off that ground. And when you walk in, it gets on the bottom of your shoes. You know what I'm saying? So that's one thing. And I know that's personal for me, you know what I'm saying, because I live in Vegas. But that's just the way the ground. That's why I don't like white bottom shoes, though. I'm just explaining that. But yeah, this is dope, man. You know what I'm saying? And I remember watching that interview he did with Kobe. I thought that was super dope. And he kind of reminded me. I was talking to my wife because I told her that like a while back. I was like, man, he looked like he could be Kobe's son, man, or something. You know what I'm saying? Or his cousin or something. They kind of look alike, especially when Marquise was younger or whatever. But he put a lot into these shoes. You know what I'm saying? He actually was able to design these shoes from the ground up. That's what made it super dope to me too. Not that often you see a lot of people, to be able to design their shoes and put them out on a massive scale where people will get them. But they're limited. You know what I'm saying? That's another cool thing about it. But yeah, they super dope. I think these the 251, the name, based on me reading it, is like from his first video. His first video, Marquise Brownlee, first video was 2 minutes and 51 seconds, I believe. So that's where the name actually came from. He got the NYC tag on there, which, you know, I'm from the South, but you know, New York is cool. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind seeing that on there. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, they're signed and all that stuff. It's super dope, man. So I'm excited to get these. You know what I'm saying? When they do show up, it's gonna take a while for them to actually get here. But he did do a video on it. I'm not gonna play the video. I don't think he was. Well, I don't know. He may his team may copyright strike me, but nah. Check out the video, all that stuff on. I mean, I don't know. I just I don't know, really want to support him, really want to put it out there. And I know he don't need no support from my small channel, but I still want to do it because he's like been one of the inspirations for me actually starting my channel, going into it, and actually keep going with it. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, dope product. I definitely want you guys to, you know, check it out if you can and everything, man. It's super dope. All right, and then so that's all of my articles that I wanted to cover. That's why I put this last or whatever, because I know it's not Linux related, but I still wanted to share it with people. You know what I'm saying? Super dope. But if anybody has any tech questions, you know, I'll be around for a while. Let me see. KeepItTechie says, but do they have Arch support though? What are you talking about? Let me see. Oh, Arch support. Oh. Man, when you said Arch, when I seen Arch, I automatically thought of Arch Linux. I don't even think of I didn't even think about the Arch support. I heard they and that's the thing. You won't know until you try them on or something, or put them in. Let me go in here. I heard it's he did a lot of research and everything that he put into it. You know what I'm saying? Embroidered, reference length. Yeah, NYC tag. Let me see. Antimicrobial copper threaded lining that kills bacteria, and he did a lot to make them for people to wear. You know how people get shoes and they put them in a box and they never wear them or whatever. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I got some of them. You know what I'm saying? I got some J's or whatever that I barely wear, or some that I haven't worn yet that I need to pull out. But yeah, he put a lot of work into making them to where people can actually use the shoes and not just hold on to them. So I'm actually wear them. He says designed for all day comfort and design. And then one thing about these shoes, and actually let me finish reading this, but I'm gonna show you guys that the Atom design. So designed for all day comfort, designed to be most comfortable shoe for long hours of walking, standing, commuting. And one of those things he says in his video that he wears them, he's been wearing them, you know what I'm saying, because he does a lot of walking with his recording his videos and stuff like that around his building or whatever. So he wear them. He said they're super good for that, you know what I'm saying. I think he said he did a video and he accidentally showed them in the video before they even came out, you know what I'm saying. Let me see. The innovative material and model, it works together to maximize flexibility, support, and breathability. Atom custom foam. Yeah, and this is one thing. The midsole is designed to form to your feet as you walk, provide ample cushion for long-standing hours. So I just figured I'd try them, man. And this is the material. And I ain't no sales guy, bro. I ain't trying to sell this to people. I was just answering your question, but I don't know. It just has some super dope material, like material that hasn't been used before, you know, in shoes. So I'm gonna try them out, and you know, I'll let you guys know what they feel like. But I think they're only available until May 23rd. So if you want to get them, and that's the crazy part about it. So people won't receive them till after the end date because they make them to order. Hold on, there you go, right there. It says it right there. So limited release. Each pair is made to order. We are collecting orders only until May 23rd. So hey, that's what it is. They do need black soles. Yeah, I agree. They should put some black soles. But yeah, that's what I was gonna show you guys. So this Adams company, I never heard of them before. These shoes look pretty cool. I might get some just and I should have got them when I bought the other ones, because they did have a discount of these shoes. So if you get them, let me tell you guys that. So if you get these shoes, put them in your cart or whatever. Let me add them to my cart right fast so we can I can show you guys. Let's go buy now. Then add to cart. Let's go to my cart. See right here, bundle and save. So these shoes are normally $145. The regular Adams shoes, and I skipped this. I should have did it. You know, I should have went out and got them, because now I'm looking at them. I kind of want them, and it kind of sucks that I missed out on this 25% that they give you. And then also so I should have just bought both of them. But these all black ones looked cool. The model 000, and then plus they give you a military discount. That's another thing. I didn't think they did, but I seen in there they got the ID.me, so you can get the military discount on them as well if you're military. But yeah, these look dope. You can get them for 25% off because of the 251. So 25.1% off if you buy both of them. So that's dope. They use that same name there. But let's go to Adams again. So I kind of missed out. I wish I can kind of cancel it and then go in and get them, but I thought about getting a pair just because when I'm around the house, man, because I work from home. Y'all probably gonna laugh at me. Hold on. Let me switch to my big screen. Y'all probably gonna laugh at me, man. But it's what I wear every single day, almost every single day, because I work from home. I wear some Crocs, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I work from home. You know what I'm saying? So, I could have got those shoes, just to kind of, I don't know, chill around the house and wear something different. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm always trying to find something, different, comfortable, or whatever. But whenever I'm at the house, just chilling or something, I always have on Crocs. So these could be like a replacement or whatever for those. So, but anyway, I might see if I can cancel my order and then reorder them and get those for that discounted price as well. But yeah, I'm super excited to receive those. Those are super dope. So shout out to MKPHD, Marquise Brownlee, dope YouTuber, doing great things. First person I actually seen from YouTube release a shoe. So super dope. So I had to support him for that. You know what I'm saying? All right, now last thing, I don't see any questions or whatever dealing with tech or anything like that. So I just want to go down and advertise. Check out my crash course for the Linux operating system. You guys want to check that out? It's on Free Code Camp, which is super dope. It's got 1.2 million views over there. Now, yeah, it's on my channel as well. Hold on, did they remove my? They must have removed my comment. I thought he had my comment pinned up here. Maybe he removed it. Yeah, he must have removed my comment from being pinned at the top. That's crazy. Oh man, because I know he releasing his new one. You know what I'm saying? He released a new one. Yeah, and they had my name at the top. But yeah, it's super dope. But yeah, he got my channel up here anyway. So, but I also have that same course over here on my channel. So if you want to support my channel as well, it's on here somewhere. I need to make it the top video or something like that. But I do have my channel. It's got like 6,000 or something views on there, which is super dope. You know what I'm saying? That's sponsored. LOL. Nah, not sponsored, man. The only people that sponsor me, and I'll be transparent about it. Not Free Code Camp, not at all, but Rocky Linux. You know what I'm saying? Because I work with them, outside of this. So yeah, super dope company. And basically, the person that I talked about, Rocky Linux earlier, or CentOS earlier. You know what I'm saying? How it's, going away with the end of life CentOS 8 or whatever, which was, off by like a year or so on that article, or 2 years. But Rocky Linux, they, replacing that, or the person that developed Rocky Linux, or, runs that project, was the same person that created CentOS, which I don't really understand why a lot of people don't support Rocky Linux as much. I mean, there's a lot of people out there that support it, but it seemed like a lot of people went to Alma. But Rocky Linux, that's the closest thing you would get to CentOS, which was highly popular. You know what I'm saying? So definitely check out Rocky Linux as a replacement for CentOS if you're switching over, if you haven't switched over, which I'm sure you have, but Rocky Linux is dope. Yes, and Rocky Linux is independent from Red Hat, but the person that developed CentOS, Gregory Kurtzer, he's the one that created Rocky Linux. I think we can go to some of the announcements, and I've actually had conversations with Greg. Super dope guy. So let me see. Let me go to their announcement page or news. I know they got funding not that long ago, which is super cool. Let me see. And I don't know if you guys watch my pre-recorded videos, a lot of times, I put shout outs to them. You know what I'm saying? So you might see Rocky Linux in there as a shout out. Let me see. Wiki. Let's go to the wiki or something like that. About bug 100 bug for bug compatible with enterprise Linux, and they're talking about Red Hats. Let me see. Quick links, contact, contribution. Anyway, I was just trying to look for the. Let me see if I can just find an article on Rocky Linux right fast. Let's go to news. Here we go. So this might work. This might be a good article to read. Yeah, here we go. Gregory Kurtzer started Linux distribution called CentOS, a clone of Red Hat's Linux, Enterprise Linux. It became really popular. Businesses that had Linux-savvy administrators used to run their businesses. Then in 2014, Red Hat acquired CentOS. So at the start, Red Hat let CentOS be CentOS, but by 2020, Red Hat put CentOS out to pasture. CentOS Stream is Red Hat's successor is a rolling release development distro for RHEL, not a production one. That left a lot of unhappy CentOS users, so Cursor started a new RHEL clone and CentOS replacement, Rocky Linux. So yeah, this is where it came from. You know what I'm saying? This is where Rocky Linux actually came from. And Gregory Kurtzer is, he's the person that started the distribution called CentOS. So, super dope. And let me drop that article in here as well if you guys want to check that out. The Geek Surgeon, he says, could I take your Linux course or free code camp and be functional at a job? No, I don't think so. It'll familiarize you with Linux. So if you go through those videos, and that's why I put it in a video format, and it's free. I put it out there for free because it's kind of like an introduction to Linux. Like if you've never heard of Linux or if you never used Linux before, it'll take you from zero to hero as far as just understanding how to use the Linux operating system. That was the whole purpose of me creating it. Now, still working on my other course that I have to finish, but this will get you the Linux Plus certification, which is recognized by the by organizations out there. CompTIA Linux Plus. So I'm working on that course, which will be done. I'm looking at trying to have it done this year, so I can put it all out. But that'll take you from zero to hero on Linux, just understanding Linux as well, but with a lot more administration videos in it. or information in it, like how to administer servers, so a lot of that information will be there, moving through logs and all that stuff. So yeah. And then, like I said, that's kind of like an introduction. My introduction is what it says, an introduction. It's an introduction to Linux, and you can go from there, but it's free. You know what I'm saying? I'm not charging for it. And then I use Ubuntu as the operating system to walk you guys through using how to use it, using the command line, using different tools, using different utilities. A lot of this stuff will apply to the server editions of Ubuntu as well as other Linux distributions. So that's the whole purpose of that course. You know what I'm saying? It won't take you to it will help, you know what I'm saying, but it's not meant for you to take that and get a job at all. It's not meant for that, if that makes sense. Yeah, it uses System D. FIGO. It uses System D. Yeah, and it's an awesome distro, bro. Rocky is super dope. I understand. It seemed like that would be the distro that a lot of people went through, and I think Alma kind of popped up before Rocky. I think, from what I remember, and so I think that's why a lot of people hopped over there and hopped on that first, because it was like one of the first alternatives to CentOS, which was Alma. And then Rocky came maybe a little bit after that, or maybe it wasn't marketed as much. I don't know. But yeah, shout out to them though, Rocky as well. Let me see. That's sweet. I'll check it out. Rocky Mountains. Yeah, Rocky Mountains. But hey, that's all I got for you guys today, man. Yeah, and that's true. And when I seen your comments, he says, hard to justify buying shoes when you work from home. Ha. Yeah, I know. I do go out though, so I'm gonna keep them as my, my shoes that I go out or I do stuff in, you know what I'm saying, or go out. Yeah, because I go out to the range a lot. So it'd be cool to have some comfortable shoes when I'm going out there to the range to go, shoot weapons, play around, have fun out there or whatever. But I don't see any more questions, you know what I'm saying? So we gonna go it on and shut it down. I definitely appreciate all you guys coming through. I didn't even know I went over an hour. I normally don't even go that long, you know what I'm saying? I definitely appreciate everybody for coming through and supporting the channel. If you have any questions, you can hit me up, at any of my social media, as well as, schedule a session, mentoring session. If you're trying to get into the IT field, I could definitely help you. I've helped, plenty of people, and, navigate this tech space so they can, do what they want to do in the field. So I appreciate all you guys again, and hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. And of course, keep it techie.